I know this looks a little creepy and kind of like I'm trying to be sexy for y'all, but definitely not the vibe. This video I wanted to make it personal because it's going to be a personal video. So actually let me get a little bit more up close and personal. Today I would like to talk about self-love, and not only do I want to talk about self-love, I just want to talk about like being yourself, appreciating yourself, just like all of that good stuff. But so I know this isn't a traditional video. I know this won't get a lot of views, but to me, stuff like this and messages like this are to me are important, especially because oftentimes I don't really see enough of what I need to see in myself, and it causes me to question myself and doubt myself, and it just fucks up a lot of shit in the meantime. So let me just explain a little bit, right? So to be very clear, a lot of times you get people who are like, I don't want to say like, okay, because okay, let me be clear. I believe that I'm handsome, right? And sometimes when you are a person who is traditionally decent looking and you get on social media or you get on platforms talking about like self-love and all of this other shit, it can kind of come off as like almost like how, like, what are you saying? Like, how can you be a person that can talk about this? Because it's like, you must obviously love yourself. I mean, you did just hear me say I wanted to get in the camera a few times. But to be clear, I think that no matter how you look, no matter what your age is, no matter how much money you have, I think that we all deal with insecurities and self-doubt. And I think that it's impossible to cancel those things out. But I think that there are things that you can do that help you work on those things. So for me, I know that I like to look back at myself, right? I really like to look back at myself, and I like to look back at things where I felt like I was dope in that moment, and I be having to remind myself like, yo, this is still me. So like, all right, so let me just give you a tip, right? So I had journals from when I was like all the way from probably like first grade to like maybe like current, like just current. Like I would write in it every now and then. And the importance of that is like I read the journal and I would read specifically how I thought, or like my view of the world. Like it was this one thing where I was just like, I'm smart and nice and kind, so I know I'm gonna be somebody. And it's just like for a 6 or 7-year-old to write that and just to kind of deal with those same battles now of hoping that you make it with a good heart. Because this is not a sidebar, but when especially for us creatives, we deal with so much self-doubt and so much like we create based off of our emotions so much, whether you do poetry, design clothes, make YouTube videos, whatever it is that you do. Like, so when we're not in the best of moods, we literally like our career paths or whatever we're doing suffers. So for me, I just feel like a lot of times me not being like one of those like social climbing guys or one of those like and this is me kind of venting really quickly, but I'm gonna bring it back full circle. But me not being one of those guys that kind of just use manipulative ways to grow my business and like manipulate my creativity and just give it like it's practical stuff for business. Like some things are traditional marketing tools, but like I see so much like cutthroat cruddy stuff, and I try to avoid being that business guy because I see so many of them already, and business women as well. So it's just like sometimes I'll get upset or sad about let me correct myself. I get impatient about me not being able to, I guess, be where I see myself wanting to be, etc. So when that type of stuff happens, I literally kind of get like I get so hard on myself that those insecurities, that self-doubt, all of that stuff starts brooding in. And this is how it comes full circle. And so then when I look back on who I am and who I was and things I have created and some of my successes, I tell myself, yo, you that same person. You know what I'm saying? And you may not have certain things to reflect on, like physically, but you can always look at certain memories of things that you liked yourself, or a certain way you might have seen yourself. And because I don't want this to get about physical things, because we can, that's a whole nother video. Like, I can go into a lot of things I'm insecure about physically, but that's not what we're here for. This is more about that mental. So, also, I think another coping mechanism is, or not coping, because I don't want to talk about coping, like just a way to, help you love yourself, or kind of get back to loving yourself, would probably be, oh my back, you heard that? Would probably be to like be around people that genuinely love you. If you don't have anyone in your life that genuinely loves you, then, okay, I was about to sound so like old Curtis and just be like, well, I feel bad for you. But no, that's not what I was about to say. I was about to say, like, then I really would advise you to try to make new connections. Because you do not have to know people for thousands of years in order for them to be genuine. You do not have to know people for long at all. And you'll find that you can meet really great people. And I've also, like, as I've gotten older, I've kind of like lowered the expectations I have of people in order to not be disappointed. Expectations lead to disappointment. So what happens now is like, I just can meet great people, and I just keep them at a great place because we don't get too close. We don't know each other's business. We just hang out. We might just talk about business, but like, you keep it very in that aura. So hopefully you can have someone or some people that genuinely love you and don't judge you. And if you have those people, then try to spend some time around them, because they can ultimately like really help you just with finding things that you love about yourself. And it doesn't have to be like very like apparent. It could just be like you're just spending time with people, and you can just see how much you make them laugh, and you'll know, like, you know what, I'm funny. Like, and funny is like an underrated trait, especially people who are naturally funny, who like don't try to tell jokes and just be like, hey, you funny and shit, like that type of funny. But okay, so those are like two things, and this shit sounds so superficial, but I promise you this is really how like I've been dealing with a lot of things that I've been dealing with. Because trust me, like, I might not be able to verbalize what I'm going through, not currently at this moment, but like what I went through maybe like some months ago, and sometimes it hits here and there. But being around people I love, reflecting who I am, those things just give me so much reassurance that I just feel like, okay, I have the ability to love myself again. Also, self-care. Like, and self-care doesn't have to be expensive, because sometimes people cannot afford, like, you can't afford to go get a haircut, get your nails done, get your toes done, or whatever the case is. But if you can, some of those things really help. Mind you, I don't have talking points for this video, so I'm just going all off my head, just off of my experiences. But also, if you can't do those things, taking a bath a little bit longer, like actually taking a bath. Like, a lot of niggas, males, don't bathe, they just take showers. And I just want y'all to know that showers are not the only way to clean yourselves. Like, I would advise at least one bath a week. It's good for your muscles. It's good for, well, if you have those, I don't have those. But if you do have like muscles, or you work out and stuff like that, bathing is good for that. And also, bathing is just so fucking relaxing. Like, I don't even know who invented showers. Like, we stand up, we work hard enough throughout the day. Let me just take a bath. Trust me, if you feel like, I don't want to sit in dirty shower water, I'm in dirty tub water, then shower afterwards. But it's something about soaking in water. I'm like a water sign too. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't really know how horoscopes work, but I love the water so freaking much. I want to say another word because freaking sounds so corny, but y'all know YouTube needs the monetizations. But other than all of those things, there's a couple more self-care things you can do, like eat certain stuff. Like, me personally, I know my favorite hobbies are watching TV and stuff like that. So, and that leads into my next point, which is do things that are in your comfort zone. No matter what you feel like you may be missing out on. We all got FOMO. But you have to stay in your freaking, oh, I hate the word freaking, YouTube. Let me cuss, please, god damn. You have to stay in your zone. Stay what makes you happy. So I know, like, I like creating content. I like being creative. I've been getting back to that. These things are the things that make me happy. So whether 300 people watch this, 700 people watch this, it does not matter to me with this type of video, because I'm just happy to put it out there. I hope it reaches somebody. I hope one of these tips, tricks, or tools help somebody. Just write down some things that you're good at. Write down some things that, I mean, my list be short, but I know I'm good at talking. I know I'm good at making people laugh. I know people enjoy my presence, which is so ironic because people say they enjoy my presence, but then it's like no one wants to be around me. That's another story. I've also become the boring friend. I focus so much on work and my business consumes so much of my time that I really don't have time to spend with my friends as much anymore. To the extent that like I sometimes get jealous of people who get to be outside. Like some people who have businesses and they don't have to physically make anything, so they can just kind of like do whatever they want. That's one thing. Then another battle I'm facing is probably the fact that I honestly just, I'm getting so personal. I'm really here to tell y'all like just how I love myself, but I do find enjoyment in the successes that I get from working hard, so I don't regret it. But what I will say is that if I could have a little bit more free time, I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. But I've been building myself as a brand for a very long time now, and like the results are slim. You know what I'm saying? The results are slim. So my advice is, especially to my creatives out there, to please keep going, because I need that inspiration. You need that inspiration. And like, if we all just keep going, this is gonna sound so cliche and corny, but like, who knows what way we may be able to inspire one another. Like, everybody's story is different, but some people's stories are very similar. I've never really shared my like full story or like anything, but maybe I'll get there one day. Today's not the day. Today is about loving yourself. And I mean, that's something we'll learn how to do, practice, and shit like that. But overall, guys, if y'all don't do anything else, and I don't want to make this religious, but please talk to God. And if God is not someone that you believe in, and if Christianity isn't your religion, talk to Allah, speak with Allah, or speak with whomever you may worship. Unless it's Satan. I mean, honestly, if that's gonna help you love yourself, then go ahead. But my overall point is just that, because I'm not here to judge, you know what I'm saying? But my overall point is just that if you have any type of spirituality, please get in tune with that. In addition to me praying more, talking to God more, I've been thanking Him more, because I feel like when you thank God for something, I feel like He sees what you appreciate, and it's just like, okay, so this is what I have to go to the top of the list. I be like, thank you, God, for letting me eat peanut butter, apples, and bananas. That's one of my favorite snacks, by the way. And then I just feel like those foods just reward me. Like my skin will start glowing. And just like, I don't understand. Like, it's just like a trickle effect of blessings from being appreciative of the small blessings that you have. In addition to that, I've been really connecting with my body more and trying to like treat my body right, drinking more water. I mean, I'm actually lying, because it's like literally 5:39 in the morning. So I've been up all night. But I've really been working. I've been designing, sketching, stuff like that. I'm just really been in my creative bag. And me as a creative, I love that word. I love calling myself creative. It just really helps me. But like I'm saying, creating helps me love myself. Because I come up with a dope ass idea and be like, you know what I'm saying? I probably look so corny, but it's not the point. Love yourself, my people. If y'all need to talk to anybody, please hit me up. I'm not the best advice giver, but I'm just real. I'm raw, because that's all I got for you. I only can teach you what I know, etc., etc., etc. By the way, don't come asking for like free information on like clothes and shit, because that's not what I'm asking you to hit me up about. I'm asking you to hit me up about fucking love yourself. If you want to learn how to love yourself, then hit the dawn. You know what I'm saying? But really, I want you all to stay untouchable. Godspeed. Let me just, like, y'all know what I meant by that. Like, stay untouchable, stay untouched by criticism. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? I had to remind myself. So this is your reminder. Feel me? Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, Godspeed, just with the speed of God. Alright, y'all. Alright.